great to have you with us from Faurot Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Missouri Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Well, that's rarely a good sign. They use a timeout before the first play of the drive. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Madness. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. There he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And why waste any time? Get right to it, the offense, with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got playmakers. They've got dudes that can get downfield and locate the football. I love the attitude right out of the gate.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Coleman open on the right, and he's knocked down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Arch is going to throw for it. Going to take a shot. Goes high to pull it in. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. Throwing Simmons. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's open on the right. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Finds a man on the right. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
And the Tigers look to keep this drive humming. The give to Hardy. Runs through the tackle. Maybe some room here. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Here's Brown to begin the drive. At the 40, there he goes. He's into the open down the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point was good. And here he comes out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Finds his man, it's Glee. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Missouri wants to go fast. keep it on the ground. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and 6 yards to go. On the move. Turning it on. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. On first down, it's Hardy again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Simmons. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. He'll get rid of it. Touchdown, Missouri! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that, but the offense puts a great drive together, great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it out. It's Bishop. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Here's Arts to throw. He gets up to the 15-yard line as they're working their way away from their own end zone.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Buys a little extra time. Escapes trouble. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
faking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. A give to Brown. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. He'll run it again. Could be an alley. Past the 10. Touchdown, Texas! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Here's a give to Hardy. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. They go play action with Simmons. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Hardy. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more, but no question they have got to tackle better on the back end.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat, and right now he's given this defense all they can handle.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Throwing Manning. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Lockett. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Hand off for Brown. Finding some room. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. He's now over 150 yards on the ground, and you start putting yourself in that ethereal company of great Longhorn running backs.
Yeah, there's so many of them that we could go back, and Cedric Benson and Ricky Williams and just recently Bijan Robinson. Man, they find highly, highly talented dudes. Just guys that you know when you hand them the ball, good things are going to happen.
The Longhorns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll send the back in motion. To throw, Manning. Over the middle, complete to Coleman. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his highs and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, I wouldn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's Manning to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And the Longhorns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Longhorn. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. They'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The run inside, it's Hardy. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt. Guys, he's up to 103 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll give it to Hardy. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Gonna run it, it's Hardy.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And a nice crisp run, great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Simmons to throw. Moving out to the right. Let's it fly. Got him downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the back. Oh, a double pass. Here comes the heat. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Arch Madness. Throws for the tight end. Makes the catch. It's Townsend. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Arch is going to throw for it. Time to take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. First up, a look at Michigan taking on the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Wolverines in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Conference USA.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
From the gun on third down, Simmons. He's going to take off. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
Now, on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Hardy again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He wants to change this route. Simmons from the gun on third down. Gets it out fast. Flying out to the left. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he added the extra point. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Now they'll try to answer that opening scoring drive here in the second half. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's Arch to throw. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. Lowers those pads. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Bird Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Manning. Got it in the middle, it's Lockett. Oh, he's got some space. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. In the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
They'll give it to Brown. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. One more time, it's Brown. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And the Longhorns will go for it on 4th down. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hardy. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Hardy. Tripped up for the tackle. Third and 6 yards to go. Quarterback may change this route. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. So Missouri will have to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Throwing Manning. Makes a catch. Breaks into the open. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Smothers. Could not make his way to the corner.
Man, that is so much easier said than done. To be a linebacker and have to play the run and then break on the running back and then tackle him in open space, like you've got to be a really, really good athlete. It started with his eyes, seeing the running back creep out to the flat, breaking on it, and then being physical for the tackle.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Longhorns come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll go with a direct snap. They just needed inches. Instead, they lost 3 feet. What a play by the defense.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks, right? These are the decisions you have to make as a coach. Do I want to go for it? Continue to maybe run some clock. I'd love to kick a field goal when it's at 1, right? A 1 on the clock and walk out with a dub. Big decision here because you might have to go play some defense and get a stop if you kick the field goal now.
Manning to throw for it on 4th. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight, it's close, tied here in the 4th quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have.
Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it cost the defense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Here's a give to Hardy. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call.
Maybe. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Scoops it up, still a live ball. Takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Hey, that's not how you draw it up, but how about the offense and the awareness? You see the ball out, forget jumping on it. I'm going to pick that puppy up. I'm going to take it to the house. The OC, great call on that one, buddy, because it worked to perfection.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Got a man, it's Townsend. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from, and all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. A give to Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. throwing from the gun on third down. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Throwing Simmons. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. And the Tigers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. They'll give it to Hardy. Here's a little room there. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
To throw, Manning. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Hauls it in. Across the 25, he's got room. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Here's Manning to throw. Middle of the field, Coleman's got it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jess.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
He wants a big play here late. Upstairs, he's got it. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. What a tough break for the defense. You get a hand on the football, and they still make a big play.
Man, how difficult is that? The ball is deflected. To be able to keep your eyes on the football, continue to concentrate from a fortuitous bounce, Reese. A nice break to him, makes the catch.
Has it. He gets answer.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right, they put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The quarterback takes a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams.